Hey YouTube, Scott Stevens here. How's everybody doing this afternoon? I hope everybody had a good weekend. Welcome to Hot Mike Sports. We're playing Dynasty Football on College Football 26 with your Delaware Blue Hens. We're in Season 3. Your Blue Hens, as you can see, are off to a 5-1 start, ranked number 23 in the nation. On the road tonight for a Mountain West Conference game at Air Force. The Falcons are 3-2. They are 1-1 in the Mountain West play. Lots to talk about before we get into football, though. Lots and lots of stuff to cover. Hey, Bonnie. Thank you for joining. Hope you're doing well out there. Well, I'm glad you like it. Thank you. I'm glad that you like that. All right, let me finish getting set up here, and we got lots to talk about. Lots to talk about since I saw you last on Thursday. First of all, the NFL season got started today. Well, not today, but this weekend. The Jets played their season opener just a little bit ago. Their season opener ended, and they lost. I know, this is not news to Jets fans. But they lost to the Steelers, okay? Jets lost to the Steelers today. And you know who the quarterback for the Steelers is, right? Aaron Rodgers. He just signed with Pittsburgh like a month ago. So the Jets are the Jets. They'll always be the Jets. Doesn't matter who's playing, they're always going to be the Jets. They lost 34-32. They actually had a lead in that game. And Chris Boswell kicked a 60-yard field goal to give the Steelers the win. 34-32, Jets fall to 0-1 on the season. Not a surprise if you're a Jets fan, because that's the way the Jets start every season. This one hurt a little bit more, though, because Aaron Rodgers, who we gave the boot, showed the door, he just signed with the Steelers like a month ago. He was the winning quarterback through 4 touchdown passes. So, there you go. Jets fans suck on that, as we always do. All right. Lots and lots to talk about from college football. So, let's talk about college football first, because there's a lot that happened over the weekend. First of all, let's talk about this first. We had a couple of deaths over the weekend in the sporting world. I want to touch on those real quick. Ken Dryden, outstanding goalie for the Canadians, led them to several Stanley Cups. He passed away this weekend. He was 78 years old. And Davy Johnson, the manager of the 86 Mets. He also won 3 World Series as a player. Davy Johnson passed away this weekend. He was 82. So Ken Dryden and Davy Johnson we lost this weekend. All right. Yeah, I want to talk about these couple of things just before we get into college football. The Chicago Sky, many of you don't know who they are. They play in the WNBA. It's a team. It's the team that Angel Reese plays for. Hey, Ken. Thanks for joining me. I hope you're doing well this afternoon. Angel Reese, this is kind of old news now at this point because it's Sunday night, but there's a lot of you out there who don't know. But Angel Reese has been talking shit lately, which she always does. But she was talking shit about her teammates, and it didn't go over very well. The Sky suspended her for 1/2 of their previous game. So that tells you 2 things, all right? First of all, they suspended her out of pressure from the fans, maybe some teammates. But the Chicago Sky doesn't care. Because if they cared about their player talking shit about their other players, they would have suspended her for more than a half of a basketball game. So that tells you the Chicago Sky put victories ahead of attitude and actions by their players. That tells you all you need to know about the Chicago Sky. You can be an asshole, talk shit about all your fucking teammates as long as you're winning. So, suspension for 1/2 of a basketball game. Very telling. A little more NHL news. The Montreal Canadiens traded Carey Price to the Sharks over the weekend. The San Jose Sharks have traded for like 6 different goalies over the last year and a half. This one's interesting because Carey Price hasn't played since April of 2022. That's over 3 years. He's in the final year of a monster contract that he signed with the Canadiens. And, NHL contracts, they're guaranteed. So he's still getting paid. Now the question is Carey Price actually going to play for the Sharks? Or was this just moving money off the books from the Montreal Canadiens? Interesting move there because the Sharks did give up a prospect and a draft pick for Carey Price. So that should be very interesting to see how that plays out. If he's going to actually play for the Sharks, who have actually been making a lot of moves and have improved the team. I mean, they still suck, but they are showing signs of improvement for sure. There's no question about that. And Carey Price would actually be a pretty good man to lead them into the promised land if he can stay healthy, if he's ready to play. It's been 3.5 years since he's played. So that's an interesting move. Probably nothing more than a cap move by the Canadiens. Yeah, the Sharks traded McKenzie to the fucking Colorado Avalanche. And then he started winning hockey games, Bonnie. Yeah. The Sharks, they got McKenzie, they traded him, they got Vitek, traded him to the Stanley Cup champions, they got some other goalies. The Sharks like trading for goalies. But this one, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see if Carey Price actually suits up for them. Yeah, you're right, Ken. You're right. Yep. But that tells you all you need to know about the Sky. If you suspend a player on your roster for talking shit about other players and just being an all-around ass, then you set the precedence and you let it be known to everybody that you won't stand for that type of behavior. If you suspend them for one half of a basketball game, that tells you it's a slap on the wrist. It's a formality. You don't really mean it because you'd rather win basketball games than take a stand and have your players actually act the way that they should. That's my take on it. Yeah, Mackenzie Blackwood, the Avalanche are favored to make the playoffs this year. Again, thanks to Mackenzie Blackwood. Fucker couldn't stop a beach ball when he played for the Devils. Now he plays for the Avalanche, and all of a sudden, he's a fucking all-world goalie. Son of a bitch. All right, let's see. College football. We got all kinds of shit to talk about in college football. Lots of stuff happened. Great weekend. First of all, Miami won 45-3 last night over Bethune-Cookman. Hurricanes with the good win. But they were favored by 54. 54. So a lot of people bet on the Hurricanes. They lost because Miami did not cover. They didn't cover the spread. But they got the win. I don't care. So that's all that matters. Yeah, he couldn't stop a beach ball. Yeah, he couldn't. He broke his nail like 4 times when he was on the Devils roster. Yeah, yep. So the Hurricanes got the win, 45-3. That was good. But like I said, a lot of people bet on the Hurricanes. They lost because Canes did not cover the spread, and that was simply because Mario Cristobal was friends, very close friends, with the coach of Bethune-Cookman. Very close friends. They were on the same staff at Oregon, and he didn't want to blow him out. And that, well, didn't cost me, but it cost a lot of the bettors because he didn't want to run up the score too much on his friend. Mario Cristobal, man, I don't know. I don't know. He's suspect sometimes, you know. Hey, Godspeed. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining. Hope you're doing well tonight. Yeah, that was a good game too, Ken. Yep, that was. USF pulled off the upset over the Gators, the Florida Gators. I watched some of that game, and USF was playing good. And I'm going to tell you what, Miami better be on their fucking toes this Saturday afternoon because we're playing USF. And the Bulls beat Boise State, number 25, to start the season, and then they went in last night and beat the Gators in the swamp. I don't remember what the exact score was, 28-26, 18-16, something like that. But they won it on the last-second field goal. But I'm going to tell you what, That was not luck. They won on a last-second field goal, but they played well. I watched a lot of the second half of that game. USF played very, very well, and they are in the top 25 now. The polls just came out about an hour ago. USF is in. Florida's out, but we got to watch out for USF next week. We scheduled that game as a cupcake game. They are no longer a cupcake, and the Hurricanes better pay attention. They better pay attention to that. Oh, that's cool, Godspeed. As long as you had fun, right? That's all that matters. Florida State get on the winning side. Well, they beat Alabama, so they were already on the winning side. But they beat East Texas A&M. Right? You ever heard of them? No, you haven't, because that was a cupcake game. Florida State made it look like one, 77-3. 77-3. Ohio State, they beat Grambling 70-0. A lot of cupcake demolitions yesterday in college football. Alabama beat Louisiana Monroe. That was a cupcake game for them, 73-0. And then look at this, a cupcake game for a cupcake team. UMass, who's at the bottom of Division I. They're everybody's cupcake game whenever they play. But UMass scheduled a cupcake game of their own, Bryant. Right? They came into UMass. UMass lost their season opener, but this was their cupcake game, and they were supposed to get the win. They were going to be 1-1, and all was good at UMass, which it never is and never will be. I don't want to say it never will be, but it takes a long time. They lost. UMass lost to Bryant, 27-26. So the cupcake team scheduled a cupcake game for themselves of a team even lower than them, and they lost. UMass loses to Bryant 27-26. The Minutemen are 0-2. Bryant 1-1 on the season. And wow, that is kind of funny. And Long Island University, I've been talking about them as they lost to the Gators last week 55-0 or 55-3 or whatever it was. But they held the Gators to 55 points. And I've been saying the Gators should have scored 80 to 100 points against that team. Well, Long Island University was a cupcake team again for Eastern Michigan and beat them yesterday, 28-23. So Long Island University, who we never heard of, is actually probably not a bad team. They only gave up 55 to the Gators, and they beat Eastern Michigan 28-23. And speaking of that, I told you that was an embarrassing game for the Gators because they should have scored 80 to 100 points in that game. They only scored 55. I told you that was going to bite them in the ass. Well, it did, because they lost to USF yesterday, and now the Gators, they're out. They are out of the top 25. They are done. They were number 13 yesterday coming into that game, and they are out. And it's not just because they lost to USF yesterday. That has a lot to do with it. But they only beat LIU 55-0. So that showed, despite the win, in the lopsided win, it showed that the Gators had some problems because, like I said, they should have scored 80 to 100 points that game, and they lost yesterday to USF. The Gators are out of the top 25. Here's your top 25, your top 20 now, just released about an hour ago. Your top 5, Ohio State, Penn State, LSU, Oregon, and Miami. The Canes are number 5, so nothing, no change there. Number 6, Georgia. Number 7, Texas, 1-1. Number 8, Notre Dame. They didn't play this weekend. 9, Illinois. Florida State up to number 10 at 2-0. South Carolina's 11. Clemson 12. Oklahoma. They beat. Didn't they beat Michigan? I think they beat Michigan. They're ranked number 13. Michigan lost. If that wasn't, maybe it was. I don't know. Michigan lost to an Oklahoma team. I don't remember who it was. Iowa State's number 14. Tennessee 15. Texas A&M 16. Ole Miss 17, and there, right there, is South Florida, number 18. So what was a cupcake game for the Hurricanes next Saturday afternoon is now a top 20 matchup. I hope Mario Cristobal is paying attention, because that was a cupcake game that is no longer. And like I said, the Florida Gators, right down the shitter, out of the top 25 altogether. All right, here's probably the biggest news of the weekend. And this comes from Matt Brown, So it's a reliable source. Anything that comes from Matt Brown in the video game world, you can take as law, because this man has the contacts and he has his finger on the pulse, and nothing he says is ever proven untrue. So Matt Brown says that EA Sports, who 3 months ago said they are making a college basketball game, Matt Brown says they are out. EA Sports has backed out of making college basketball after they made an announcement just 3 months ago saying that they were in. And here's the reason why. Competition. Competition. 2K also announced they're doing a college basketball game, and EA wanted exclusivity with every school that they dealt with and the NCAA. And nobody would give it to them because they've seen what exclusivity gets you in the video game sports world. Madden, terrible game, has been for years. Sony, San Diego Studios, and Major League Baseball, not a terrible game, but it has its issues. Exclusivity, they don't have a reason to fix their shit because there's no competition. College basketball does not want to fall into that category, so nobody would give EA Sports exclusivity to the college basketball game. The NCAA has seen what 2K's done with the NBA franchise, which I don't play, but it does have very good visuals. I've never played it. I can't speak for the gameplay, but it has very good visuals. It gets very good reviews every year. So the NCAA was fine with having EA Sports and 2K Sports both do one because they understand competition makes for better games, makes for a better product for their fans. But EA Sports said, I don't fucking think so, Tim. They said, if we don't get exclusivity, we're out. And too many schools said, no, if we're going to be exclusive with one company, we're going to be exclusive with 2K. And again, this is coming from Matt Brown, who I trust with the information that he gives because I've never seen him wrong. So EA Sports has not made an announcement that they're not going to do the basketball game because they quietly have not said anything since they announced they were going to do it. But the majority of the 100 plus basketball programs in college basketball would not give EA Sports exclusivity. And if they had to give somebody exclusivity, they were going to give it to 2K. And EA Sports, for that reason, has backed out, and they are now not in the college basketball game business anymore. I think that's the biggest news of the weekend because they didn't make any announcement about it. They made no announcement about it at all after making a pretty big announcement saying that they were in the college basketball business. But nope, they're out. And that comes from Matt Brown. So there is going to be a college basketball game. It will not be EA Sports. We will not have competition, and it'll be 2K doing it. But 2K really doesn't have any problems with the game. I've not played the basketball game. I know their wrestling game crashes regularly. I don't know if the basketball game has that same problem. I've not heard it, but I've not played it, so I've not really paid too much attention to it. I do know that people love the NBA franchise and what 2K has done with it over the years. So not having EA Sports in it, I think, is bad for us because competition, again, makes for a better game. It makes for companies to be held accountable for their shit. That's not right because they have to fix it, because if they don't, the other company is going to and put out a better product, and they're going to lose everybody. So competition is a good thing for us, the consumer. And having EA Sports drop out, I think, is a bad thing for us. But I think it's a good thing overall because somebody took a stand against EA and said, no, we're not going to be exclusive to you. We've seen what you've done with your exclusivity in other sports. If you're going to force us to be exclusive with someone, we're going to, but not you. So I think it's good that somebody stood up to them, but I think it's bad for us, the consumer, what the result's going to be. But like I said, 2K doesn't put out a bad product as far as their basketball game is concerned, so it's all right. But I think that was the biggest news of all. over the weekend. All right, so that's all the news here on Hot Mike Sports. What do you say we play some college football? Delaware is ranked number 23. They're 5-1 and 3-0 in the Mountain West. On the road today, 3-game homestand is over, and they are on the road taking on Air Force. The Falcons are 3-2 and 1-1. Delaware's won 5 in a row, and they will look to continue the momentum against the Falcons. 3:15 afternoon kickoff for this one, and the Falcons are a 64 across the board. Delaware's a 72 overall, 74 offense, 71 defense. Player to keep an eye on. I've been talking about this guy a lot. Jake Burdell. He's not a wide receiver, though. He's our tight end. He's a 78 overall, and he is a beast. He catches most everything thrown to him, takes hits, doesn't drop the ball. Very big part of our offense. If you're interested, in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen, you can click the View Products button there. And I got some sweatshirts and T-shirts from Delaware and a bunch of different stuff from Air Force as well. There's some football jerseys from Air Force if you're a Falcons fan, and a couple of other items that you can check out. So if you are interested in apparel from either Delaware or Air Force, you can do that right here from your screen. You can also pick up a copy of Madden 26 or College Football 26 right here from your screen, watching the stream in the lower left-hand corner. I agree, Ken. I agree. Not including the wrestling game, but over the years, yes, I have liked 2K's games. Absolutely. Yep. Now, the wrestling game it's pretty cool visually, but it has a lot of issues. The game crashes constantly. I've not played the basketball game, so I don't know if it has the same problems. I actually haven't played a 2K game in quite a while because they've been focusing on the basketball, which I'm not really big on. But I used to. They had a football game for a while. I believe they had a baseball game too, and I didn't have any problems with 2K. Yeah, yeah, that's cool. And those are big. Those are big features, Ken. Yep, absolutely. Those are big features that we all like, and they're important to us as gamers. Everybody plays the game in different ways and likes to do different experiences, and to have those options is very important. All right, so let's say we're going to do uniforms. Give me 3 single-digit numbers. I need 3 single-digit numbers from 1 to 9. 3 single-digit numbers, and that will choose what our uniform is going to be for tonight. We had a lot of news to cover this weekend. A lot of news. Hey, Matthew. Thank you for joining. Hope you're doing well tonight. Matthew gives me a 9. All right, I need 2 more single digits. Gatsby gives me a 2. All right, I need 1 more. 9, 2, 1 more single digit. 1 through 9. 9, 2, 7. All right, thank you, Ken. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2. All right. There we go. So we're wearing a white over the blue. White socks, white and gold cleats. All right. Looks good. Looks good. All right. Now let's see. What are these guys going to wear? Blue over the white. What else we got? We got white over. What are we wearing? White over blue. Okay. So let's see. White over blue. We'll just go with the regular. Oh, wow. Check that out. White over blue. That looks cool. Oh, wow. That's pretty cool. We'll go with that one. Special Operations Command for Air Force. Yeah, that one looks pretty cool. Oh, there you go, Matthew, that's cool. What time is that on? 7? I don't remember. All right, there's our uniforms. And we'll send it down to field level. I put up this week's simulation between for the Hurricanes game this week with USF and Miami. I put that up this afternoon. I'm not going to give away the results of the game. 6:15, there you go, okay. Well, I appreciate you joining. Until then, there are your Air Force Falcons. Looks like a pretty good crowd here. Delaware is ranked number 23 in the nation. The Blue Hens are 5-1. They lost opening day to UAB and haven't lost since, including a road victory at number 4 Penn State. Blue Hens are also 3-0 in the Mountain West. Air Force 1-1. Oh, 5 Pacific. Okay, Ken. I hope everybody had a good weekend. Lots of stuff going on this weekend. Plenty of stuff to watch. Colorado Springs weather report. 69 degrees, clear, and a 4-mile-an-hour wind. So it is a beautiful afternoon for football. The Falcons click it off. They kick it off. Here's Damian Claiborne on the return. And he gets to the 20-yard line, and that's where the Blue Hens are going to start their first drive of the afternoon. Jake Burdell, big part of our offense, 4 catches last week, 2 touchdowns. Started on the ground. Streeter's the quarterback. Braden Streeter. Damian Claiborne is our starting halfback. He is platooning with Greg Spiller, their 1-2 punch there. We also have Oliver Red and Daniel McConomy in the backfield. Claiborne's still back there for right now. Nice hole up the middle, and did he get there? He did. Damian Claiborne gets to the 31-yard line. There's your first down for the Blue Hens. Not too bad today, Godspeed. Thank you for asking. Not too bad today. First down for Delaware. Streeter back to pass. Blitz is picked up. Streeter taking a shot downfield. Got him. Nice catch, Sean Wilson. 53-yard gain. Sean Wilson on the post route. Braden Streeter put it right where only he could catch it. Beautiful pass to start the offensive movement today. 53 yards after 2 runs that eked out a first down. Thank you, Godspeed. Yep, not too bad today. So it's a first down for the Blue Hens at the Falcons 16. Let's go. Play action for Streeter. Looking for Burdell. He's covered. Everybody's covered. Oh, shit. He couldn't get away. 8-yard loss. Darren Reed with the sack. Nobody was open. Streeter couldn't get away. Tried to get around the corner to the left side, and he just doesn't have the wheels. So now it's second down and 18, and half of the previous gain is wiped out. What message, Earl? Where? I didn't see any message. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Hope you're doing well tonight. Sean Wilson can't make the catch. And that stupid animation. Oh, yeah, I saw something about that, Godspeed. 3rd and 18 now. I saw something about her when she made her return. I didn't watch it, though. Streeter back to pass on 3rd and long. Pressured. He got the pass away, but it falls incomplete. It's going to be 4th and 18. Kelvion Riggins with the pressure. And now Taco Bell is going to have to come on and attempt a 42-yard field goal. Oh, that's no worry, Earl. No worry at all. I appreciate that, though. 42-yard attempt, 4-mile-an-hour crosswind, not really much of a worry. Taco Bell gets into it. Everything looks good, and the kick is good. Taco Bell strikes for the Blue Hens, and it's 3-0 Delaware. CM Punk's wife, AJ. Yeah, Godspeed they are. 6 plays on the scoring drive, 55 yards, and 2 minutes and 8 seconds. Is he really married? I didn't know that AJ was really married to CM Punk. I didn't know that. Thank you, Godspeed. Taco Bell for the kickoff now, and Air Force will have their first shot at offense. Kickoff 2 yards deep into the end zone. They're taken out anyway, and the Falcons get to the 16. Oh, that's fine, Earl. That's fine. I appreciate that, though. Thank you very much for letting me know. Speaking of that, the Super Chat goal for tonight, as Earl was just talking about, $10 is tonight's Super Chat goal. Anyone who wants to donate $10 to the chat will have one of our young running backs named after you, and you can join the Delaware Dynasty for 4 seasons. Yeah, that's true, Godspeed. I never knew that. Well, that kind of explains why they're doing a program together. I never knew that, though. Ball is loose. Who's got it? Julius Puryear comes into the game with 16 sacks. He forces the fumble, and one of the linemen fell on it for the Falcons. So it's now 3rd down and 13 at the 13, and the Falcons are going the wrong way. Pressure. Got the pass off. Got hit. Oh, fuck. I pulled the defender off. Damn it. Get him. Jesus, I'm doing that shit once a game now. This is getting fucking ridiculous. Yeah, I know Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins are married. I didn't know that AJ was married to CM Punk, though. Never knew that. Handoff up the middle. Doesn't go anywhere. McFall with the carry. Didn't get very far. It's 2nd and goal at the 6 for the Falcons after that big play. Thanks to my taking the cornerback off of the coverage. Quarterback keeper. That was a mistake. Nowhere to go. LaShawn Bullard with the tackle in the backfield. It's a TFL. 3rd and goal at the 8 now. I do appreciate that, Earl. Letting me know. It's all good. I don't count on stuff like that, though. You know, I know. Life happens, man. Believe me, nobody knows that better than I do. I appreciate you letting me know, though. There's always going to be a Super Chat goal. 4th and goal, and the Falcons are going to go for it. Yeah, there's always going to be a Super Chat goal. It's always going to be something going on here. Looking to the end zone, and tight coverage knocked away. And the Falcons come up with nothing. And the Blue Hens take over on their 5-yard line. The defense, once again, stands tall. This Delaware Blue Hens defense is definitely the pride of the program. The only time they seem to screw up is when I take control. Greg Spiller in the backfield now. Takes the handoff, looking for the hole. He saw it, but he couldn't get there. He did pick up 3 yards, though. Oh, really, Ken? That's interesting. That's interesting. I've seen a lot of stuff. I don't know CM Punk. I've not met him personally. But I've seen a lot of stories about him. Both good and bad. I mean, it depends. From what I've seen, it depends on who you ask, on what kind of feedback you get on him. He seems to rub a lot of people the wrong way. Screen pass. Greg Spiller, left side, and he is going to get the first down at the 30-yard line. I could see why Seth Rollins would be friends with A.J. Lee. I mean, who wouldn't be? Spiller again couldn't find the hole. Picks up 3 yards. Seth Rollins knows what he's doing. Do you know him, Godspeed? I think Godspeed might know him. I don't remember. Spiller on the option. No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 7. Kelvion Reagans with the tackle. 3rd and 7 at the 33. Streeter drops back to pass. Left side looking for Jake Burdell. That's why we love him. Makes the catch, takes the contact, and holds on. That's a first down for the Blue Hens. And we've completed 1 here in Colorado. Air Force trailing your Delaware Blue Hens. It's 3-0. So it's a first down for the Blue Hens at their 48-yard line with a 3-0 lead. There's a look at your Mountain West standings. Delaware, Boise State 3-0 each in the conference. Nevada 2-0. Streeter hands it off. Sweep. Claiborne brought down in the backfield. Mateo Cuevas, sophomore linebacker, drops him for a 3-yard loss. Streeter back to pass. Oh, he's sacked. Got hung up looking for an open receiver, of which I did not find, and didn't see the safety blitzing. I think it was the safety. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, it was the safety. Doesn't really matter because he got me, whoever the hell he is. Yeah, I really, over the last year, left side complete, but short of the first down. Zach Van Miller hurt for the Falcons. That's going to stop the clock. The pass was complete, but it's still going to be 4th and 8. For the Blue Hens, they're going to have to punt it away. Nice catch by McKinley. Yeah, I've over the last year, I've kind of had my issues with some of the people in the wrestling community. I've kind of distanced myself from all of the guys that I knew. They're not all bad guys. All right. Yeah, they're not all bad guys. There's some good guys here. I'm sorry. What did I miss here? Why do we have the ball at the 17-yard line? What happened? We punted. Did he touch that? He didn't touch that. He didn't touch that ball. Why do we have it? I'm like looking at my offense. I'm like very confused. I'm going, what? Didn't we just punt? How do we have the ball? Claiborne. No, that's Greg Spiller right up the middle. He's into the end zone. Doesn't matter. It's a touchdown for the Blue Hens. Are they saying that he touched that ball? I'm looking at offense. I was very confused. I was like, what's going on? I swear to God, I just punted the ball away. AJ, yeah, that's cool, Godspeed. I didn't see the receiver touch the ball. The ball didn't move in any different way to indicate that it was touched. Thank you, Godspeed. So that's kind of weird, but whatever, we'll take it. It's a touchdown for Delaware. Greg Spiller takes it in, and it's 9-0. Thank you, Ken. Hey, Cameron. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well tonight. Oh, point after from Taco Bell is good, and it's 10-0 Delaware. Hope you're doing well tonight, Cameron. Thank you for joining. Yeah, my experience with the wrestlers, I haven't really talked too much about it. I know I've distanced myself over the last year. I have certain requirements for people who are friends with me. I have no problem if you want to be friends with me. You want to be friends with me? That's cool. But you have to be as much give as you are take. And that was not my experience with a lot of guys. And a lot of you know, if you've been with my stream for a long time, you know I'm talking about after the hurricanes last year. We got devastated after the hurricanes last year. I can count on one hand these people in the circle of friendship who texted me to check on us, let alone offer help. After, you know, I've spent years and years promoting their shit and helping them with everything. Yep, that's a whole other story. But that's why I've distanced myself from them. I don't go to the events anymore. That really rubbed me the wrong way. You know, you're my friend. I don't mind helping you. I don't mind helping you promote shit. I don't mind helping you do stuff. But when I need help, I expect you to fucking step up. And there's not very many occurrences where I do need help with anything. But that was one. And nobody stepped up to help. Nobody even texted to see how things were going. Someday I'll go into that in depth a little bit more, but I don't go to any of the events anymore. Hell, I don't even talk to them, really. Which is kind of funny, but I'm not going to go into that. Just know that the air quote circle of friendship, air quote, is one way in that world. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say any more about that. We got a man open downfield. Looks like McKinley, and it's intercepted. Son of a bitch. McKinley was open. The safety closed the gap real quick. Hassan McCormick closed that gap really fast. Perfectly played. And Air Force takes over at the Delaware 44-yard line. Trailing 10-0. Pitch to the left. He's going nowhere. 1 yard loss. He was able to eke out something to get close, to turn it into just a 1 yard loss. Domney with the tackle for loss. So 2nd and 11 for the Air Force. Pressure. He's dropped to the 47-yard line. Little confusion by the quarterback for the Falcons there. I don't know what was going on there. I think he was supposed to hand it off to somebody who wasn't there. Kingsley Royal got the sack. He just kind of stood there. Somebody missed an assignment. And it's 3rd down and 19. You're right about that, Ken. You are right about that. Taking a shot downfield. And I got over there to knock it away at the last minute. Almost pulled him off again. That's going to be 4th and 19, and the Falcons are going to punt it away. I wasn't sure. That was the play before. I wasn't sure I was going to be able to get back to knock that one away. You are 100% correct, Ken. It's funny when shit like that happens, and I don't think you were with me on the stream, Ken, when the Hurricanes hit last year. But it's funny because you quickly, when natural disaster like that, and I mean, we got fucking devastated. Back-to-back hurricanes. When shit like that happens, you find out who your friends are. Quickly. Who your real friends are. We didn't have power for, what, 2 weeks, Godspeed? Something like that. I couldn't stream for a long time. Then when the power came on, we didn't have any internet. That was fucking horrible, man. I hope never go through anything like that again. Streeter's going to take off. He's got a nice hole. Nobody's open. Right down the middle of the field. Took a pretty good hit at the 36-yard line. It's a first down, Delaware. 1:17 to go here in the first half. Good run by Braden Streeter. He doesn't run that often. You can see why. He's not the man of wheels. But when he does, every once in a while, he'll find a nice little pocket of green, like he did there. Over the middle, out of the backfield. Claiborne, did he make the catch? He did not. Son of a bitch. Pass was a little bit high. 3 weeks, yeah, that was a long time, Godspeed, I know that. Pass was a little bit high, yep, and yeah, just perfect timing on the hit. And I'll tell you what, during those 3 weeks, I never worked harder in my fucking life as I did for the cleanup after those storms. Well, we had 3 properties to clean up, not just one. The damage was devastating. Over the middle, Sean Wilson makes the catch. No, he does not, you son of a bitch. Hold on to the ball, man. Come on. Oh, we're ready, Godspeed. We're ready now. Hurricane season is upon us. We are ready. And the second guy is the one that knocked that ball loose. 4th and 3 at the 30. We're going to take the points. We're ready, but there's really not too much you can do. Taco Bell with the kick, and it is good. 47-yard field goal. Just inside the left upright. And it's 13-0 Blue Hens. I don't know why they were saying to go for it. Take the points in that situation. 5 plays, 32 yards on the scoring drive. 1:09 off the clock. 13-0. Taco Bell with the 47-yard field goal. 44 seconds to go in the first half. Delaware's starting to put a little bit of comfort between them and the Falcons. Kickoff a yard deep into the end zone. Air Force going to take it out anyway. And he gets to the 19-yard line. Yeah, Godspeed, we're as ready as you can be. But, you know, I mean, I can't... being ready doesn't really change anything when you get hit with 18-foot storm surge like we did. 160-mile-an-hour winds the next week with the second hurricane. You know, you can be prepared, but damage is damage, devastation is devastation. Ball's loose! Oh, they picked it up. Tight end recovers it and advances it for a first down. to the 40-yard line. 29 seconds to go. Air Force has one timeout left. Quarterback keeps it, throws it to the right side. It's complete. He didn't get the first down, but he got out of bounds. Just shy. 2nd and inches. 24 seconds to go. So, yeah, we're ready. We got our plans all in place, but you can't plan for having house destroyed, another house destroyed, you know, no power for 3 weeks. You can't plan for 3 weeks of, you know, shit like that. You do your best, but, you know, we have our place to go now this year where we're going to evacuate to. Bonnie always evacuates. I always stay, but I'm never going to stay behind again. I learned my fucking lesson last year. Never, ever going to stay behind again. That's their final timeout. So we have, you know, everything's ready, but when the storms hit, you never know what's going to happen. That's the thing, you know, every storm is different. You know what, Ken? We have a, we actually had a good generator, but it got flooded. So there you go. It's your generator's only good if it doesn't get underwater. Halftime here at Colorado Springs. Delaware's got a 13-3 lead. Yeah, we had our generator was underwater. We got so much fucking flooding, so it didn't. It was ruined. But we did get a couple of, I will check and I'll let you know tomorrow. We have a couple of, we bought a couple of portable generators. I think they're GE. I'll check on that to see. But they're small. They're handheld, and they won't power your refrigerator, but they work for the phone. And, you know, you can put a lamp in there and stuff. We have 2 of them. They're small and handheld. We use them for Bonnie's art shows, too. We have 2 of them, and I think they're GE. I'll check and see what the name of them is. They're pretty good. They're long-lasting. You can charge them in the car. And they're not... You know, we had the gigantic generator, you know, on the wheels, and it weighed like half a fucking ton. And it would plug it would run your refrigerator and your entire house. But again, you know, when the storm surge of the century comes in and it's underwater, it does no fucking good. So we bought a couple of the small ones. Ball's loose, and Air Force recovers it. He's tackled in the end zone. Should have been a safety. They're going to mark it at the 1 and call it 3rd and 31. Keon Wright forced the fumble, but that's bullshit. He's got the ball. He's completely in the end zone. That's a safety. His entire body was in the end zone. Thanks, EA. Right here, another good look at it. He's completely in the end zone before he even started falling down. Yeah. That's exactly what we have, Ken. That's exactly what we have. It's good for lights, lamps, phones, little stuff. It's got a lot of different connections on it. Like I said, it's not going to run your refrigerator, but you know, at that point, I mean, at that point, we never worried about a refrigerator. The food was fucking lost, and that was that. I'll look at it tomorrow, though, and see. And I'll look at it tonight, and I'll let you know tomorrow. I think it's GE, but it's really good. We have 2 of them. I think they were like $300 each. And, yeah, it would be perfect for something like camping. And we have, like I said, it charges in the car. You can charge it with your cigarette lighter in the car. If you need to, like we did at the time, we had no power. so we had to charge them in the car. We have 2 of them. We use them all the time. I don't know, Earl. That's a good question. Welcome to the stream. Oh, you were already here. Sorry about that. I don't know. We'll check and see. Jake Burdell made the catch. He was kind of tied up. Picked up 6 yards. I believe it's GE, but I'll get a I'll look at it tonight and I'll let you know, Ken. If I remember correctly, it was about $300, but we've used it countless times. It doesn't have unlimited, running power. It does run out, but it'll last a good 6 hours or so. And then you charge it in the car, and it's good for another 6 hours, or you may get more depending on what you're doing with it. But it's really good. It's really reliable. I don't know if we'll ever get a big one again. Like I said, it's all fine and well until it's underwater. And the big one's completely fucking worthless. It was ruined. We had that shit for years, never had to use it. We started like a couple times a year to make sure everything was running, and it was just all a waste of time, because then when we needed it, it was ruined. 18 feet of water will do that. Taco Bell with another field goal. And the Blue Hens tack 3 more onto the board. It's 16-3. 2:27 to go here in the third quarter. Taco's not had a good year so far. He's been all right. He's been above average. He hasn't been exceptional. But he hasn't missed so far today. He's had 3 straight games with a miss. None today so far, so. Maybe Baby Chalupa's letting him get the sleep he needs at night. Here's his kickoff with 2:27 to go in the third quarter. Thank you, Godspeed. And the Air Force Falcons take it out. Spins away from a defender. And he gets to the 24-yard line. 1st and 10 Air Force. Trailing 16-3. We'll check after the game, Earl, and see if he does. As a wide receiver, I would say probably not. Not yet. But next year, we have 1 recruit potentially on our board. We only have 50 guys on our roster right now. So we'll probably have less next year. So your guy probably could end up playing 2 or 3 different positions for sure next year. Keon Wright with the tackle. It's 3rd down and 10 for the Falcons with 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Beautiful afternoon for football here in Colorado Springs. Pressure, sacked, hit, fumble. Air Force recovers it again. 3rd time the Falcons have fumbled the ball. And a lineman has fallen on it all 3 times. Julius Puryear with the forced fumble. His first sack of the afternoon. Thank you, Ken. He appreciates that. And it's 4th down and 19 to 16. We're going to come after it. Oh, yeah, he's a punt returner. Yep. Punt returner, kick returner. Yeah, he's the fastest guy on the team. There's Claiborne. He's returning the punts this afternoon. Yeah, he's the fastest guy on the team, so he's probably seeing he'll probably see more action there as well. Kamani Holmes with the tackle there. 1st down for the Blue Hens at their 49-yard line, leading 16-3. They don't have this one in the bag, but they're comfortable. Streeter back to pass. Over the middle, there's Sean Wilson with the catch. He's down to the 27-yard line. 1st down for the Blue Hens. 23-yard gain. Move those chains. Yeah, he's the fastest guy on the team. So he'll probably see a lot of action, especially next year. Greg Spiller with the draw. Right side of center, picks up 9 yards to the 18. He's got 45 on the afternoon. 2nd down and 1 for the Blue Hens. Over the middle, caught. Matt McKinley. First down at the 15-yard line. Blue Hens on the march. Screen pass, left side. Greg Spiller makes the catch. He's got some room. Throws a juke. He's still on his feet. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Delaware. Greg Spiller. What a second effort. I thought for sure he was down at the 3. Solid second effort. Got him out of traffic. Spun away from one guy and he dragged another guy across the goal line. Nice juke move there. Ran over a guy there, another guy, and dragged that third guy over the goal line. And it's 22-3. Coaching staff saying go for 2. We'll do that. Gonna look for Burdell here. There he goes. Pass was a little soft. And Burdell made the catch at the 1, and he's dropped by Darren Reed, who rolled his ankle. So the 2-point conversion is no good. That was kind of a weak pass by Streeter. I don't know what the hell he was thinking on that. 28 seconds to go in the third quarter. 4 plays, 52 yards on the drive. 1 minute 5 seconds off the clock. 22-3 now, Delaware with the lead. Thank you, Ken. Taco Bell with the kickoff to the goal line. Falcons to return. Left side, and he gets to the 17. Darren Reed has an ankle bruise. He'll return soon. 22-3. I think maybe we'll bring in the backups to play in the fourth quarter after this defensive drive. Mikey Catino with the tackle. He's been called his name quite a few times over the last few weeks. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 for the Falcons. Quarterback keeps it himself. Got 4. I don't know how he got 4. Dash Beerley, the quarterback, 11 carries for negative 39 yards this afternoon. He looked a little confused on that play as well. It's 3rd down and 6, and that's going to do it for the third quarter. Delaware is up 22-3. There's your Blue Hens, number 23. Season opening loss at home to UAB. And the Blue Hens have not lost since, including a win at number 4 Penn State. We just did not have it on that opening day. Pocket collapsing, quarterback in trouble again, and he's sacked again at the 13-yard line. 9-yard loss, Matthews on the sack, and it'll be 4th and 14 from the 13. Noah Matthews, his first sack of the afternoon. Covered a lot of ground there with that dive. We're going to put pressure on the punter again. Looks like a sellout crowd here in Colorado Springs. See their 3-2 Falcons. Soon to be 3-3. Here's Claiborne on the punt return. And he gets across midfield to the 48-yard line. All right, we're going to bring in the backups. 22-3 on offense. We feel comfortable. See if we can get Earl some catches. E.J. Archfield is your quarterback for the second squad. Play action. Throws it to the left side, looking for Arnold, and the pass is knocked away. Arnold seems to be he's one of the 2 fastest guys on the team, but he doesn't seem to be a good route runner. Archfield, right side. Claiborne on the catch, picks up 5 yards. It's 3rd down and 5. Yeah, Arnold doesn't seem to be crisp on the routes, but he's only a sophomore. He's got time. He's got time to develop. 3rd and 5. Out of the backfield. Claiborne makes the catch from E.J. Archfield, and he's just shy of the 1st down. It's 4th and 1. Wow. A little bit of second effort would have been nice there. Coaching staff says go for it. So we will. Archfield hits it. Earl Arnold. Right fly. Jesus, I can't even talk. Right side to Earl Arnold. He makes the catch. 5-yard gain and a 1st down for the Blue Hens. Archfield play action. Looking across the middle, and it's incomplete. Thomas was the intended receiver. I'd like to see that again. He should have made that catch. That's bull. You know, and I've been watching the college football. There's incompletions in the game, obviously, but not nearly as many as depicted in this game. End around. Thomas got the 1st down. And he's down to the 14-yard line. 20-yard gain. And it's a 1st down for the Blue Hens at the Air Force 14. Archfield 4 of 6 for 34 yards. Claiborne in the backfield. Takes the handoff. Tried to go left to center, picked up a yard. That's it. 2nd and 9 at the Falcon 13. Archfield sacked back at the 23-yard line. Nick Beckwith got into the backfield and brought him down. 3rd down and 19 out to 23. That sucks. I had 2 receivers open. He got in there fast. Third and 19. Archfield dropping back to pass. Looking toward the goal line. A whole bunch of gray jerseys there to knock the pass away. Taco Bell is going to come on for a 40-yard field goal attempt on 4th and 19. He's been perfect today so far. Snap is good. Hold is good. Taco Bell right down the middle. And he's got 3 more. Perfect day for Taco Bell. And it's now 25-3 Blue Hens. Like I said, Taco's been on the last 3 games. He missed 1 field goal each week. But he's perfect today. 1 for 1 on the PATs. 4 for 4 on the field goals with a 47-yarder to his credit. So we have 2:24 to go here in Colorado Springs. Perfect afternoon for football. The only thing not so perfect, the home crowd is not going to go home happy. Kickoff return to the 19-yard line. That's where Air Force is going to start the drive. Pass to the right flat was at the receiver's feet. Terrible pass. And it is incomplete. That shadow over there is very rough. It's hard to see. Thank you, Godspeed. Blitz. Quarterback got rid of it. He got hit. Completed the pass to the left side. Minimal gain, though. 3rd down and 9 for the Falcons. At their own 20. Coming up on the 2-minute warning. Pressured again. He's hit. Give him credit. He didn't fumble it this time. He just took the sack 2 minutes to go in this one. It's 4th and 16. At the Falcon 13, we're going to come after it again.
Number 39 in punt formation to kick it away.
He gets the boot away. Here's Oliver Red on the punt return. And he goes nowhere, lost a couple of yards. Terrence Hoagie with the tackle. At the 38-yard line, that's where the Blue Hens are going to start the drive, 25-3. Claiborne takes the handoff, and he gets 6 yards, fighting his way through the middle of the field. Clock moving, 1:33 to go. Thomas in motion, he takes another jet sweep, and he's got another first down to the 47-yard line. 9-yard gain. Those jet sweeps are working pretty well. Claiborne cuts it back to the middle of the field. He's got a first down to the 35-yard line. After a 10-yard gain, 1:16 to go. Clock still moving. Archfield back to pass. Looking left side. He's looking for Arnold, and Arnold, did he make the catch? He did not. Come on, Earl. Why didn't he make that catch? Archfield had plenty of time, made a nice pass. He got hit from behind and just couldn't hold on. 2nd down and 10. Claiborne on the draw. Finds some room. Moves forward for a 9-yard gain. It's 3rd and 1. Under a minute to play in this one. Claiborne in the backfield. Takes the handoff. Needs a yard. He got it. He got more than that. He got about 4. So it's a first down for Delaware. At the 22-yard line. Archfield taking a shot to the end zone, looking for Earl Arnold, and the pass is knocked away. Second and 10 at the Air Force 22-yard line. Here's Claiborne. Oh! Had a seam and he couldn't get through it. 3rd down and 9 now. Could not get through that seam. Archfield back to pass. Guns it to the end zone. Oh, way overthrew Arnold. And now it's 4th down and 9. Taco Bell's going to be called on again. Right in the middle of the field. 38-yard attempt. Snap good, hold good, kick is good. Taco Bell has had a hell of a day. He is 5 for 5, and it's 28-3 Delaware. "16 seconds to go in this one. Yeah, Earl Arnold, he's the number 5 receiver on the thing. Well, he's got to develop some more, but he'll be more of a factor next year for sure. He'll crack the starting lineup. Because we're going to lose 2 receivers to graduation. So he is definitely going to see a lot more action next year. He'll have the whole off season to develop. Pocket collapses again. He's going to take off to the left side. Lots of room. And he finally pussies out and slides down at the 42-yard line. And Air Force calls a timeout with 5 seconds to go. I really don't understand why. They're down 28-3. There's no such thing as a 25-point touchdown. The Falcons are going to fall to 3-3 on the season. Pocket collapses again. He's hit. Ah, son of a bitch. That's why. Damn it. Because I took the fucking cornerback off him. I'm really getting tired of fucking doing that. These tacos on fire. Yeah, you're right, Ken. Thank you, Godspeed. I'm really getting tired of fucking doing that and pulling that corner off. Kick is good, doesn't matter. 28-10 is your final score. That just makes it a little less impressive. Thank you, Godspeed. That's twice I did it tonight. I go to switch guys to get to the quarterback, and then I end up switching the fucking defenders. That's really, 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 really fucking annoying. Agreed, Ken, agreed. I've been doing that since the first edition of the game, way back. But they're supposed to have some kind of assistance thing in the game that stops you from doing that. That stops that from happening, but I'm living proof. I did it fucking twice tonight. I've done it like once a game for the last like 4 or 5 games. That is very, very highly annoying. But we win the game, that's all that matters. Let's take a look at the stats. First down, 16-6 Delaware. Total offense, 281 for the Blue Hens, 154 for the Falcons. Total plays, 48-34 in favor of Delaware. On the ground, the Blue Hens carried the ball 22 times for 95 yards and a touchdown. Air Force, 24 carries, negative 21 yards. In the air, Delaware, 18 of 26 for 186 yards and a touchdown. Air Force, 6 of 10 for 175 and a touchdown. 6 completions for 175 yards. 2 of them long gainers, thanks to me. God, that's so fucking... I can't explain to you how annoying that is. When I'm coming after the quarterback and you hit the button to switch players, you're supposed to go to the guy closest to the ball. Now, my reactions are not that slow. When I switch to the guy closest to the quarterback, it should go to the guy closest to the quarterback, whether he makes the pass or not. It shouldn't switch to the fucking receiver guy, to the cornerback. That is extremely fucking annoying. Third downs, 2 of 9 for Delaware, 1 of 8 for Air Force. I shouldn't be mad, we won the game. But it's been happening too much lately. 1 for 1, Delaware was on 4th down, Air Force 0 for 1. Each team had a turnover, we threw an interception, they had a lost fumble. Total yards on the afternoon, 333 for the Hens, 307 for the Falcons. No penalties in the game. Time of possession, 13-7 in favor of the Blue Hens. Thank you, Ken. Braden Streeter completed 10 of 15 passes for 142 yards, a touchdown and a pick. E.J. Archfield, 5 of 11, 44 yards. On the ground, Damian Claiborne, 11 carries, 62 yards. Greg Spiller, 7 carries, 45 yards, and a touchdown. Braden Streeter, 3 carries, negative 2 yards. E.J. Archfield, 1 for negative 10. That was a sack. Receiving, Sean Wilson, 3 catches, 84 yards. Good game for him. He did drop one, though. Damian Claiborne, 2 catches, 9 yards. Calvin Thomas, 2 catches for 30 yards. They were both on those end-around jet sweeps. He did drop a pass. Matt McKinley, 2 for 18. Jake Burdell, 2 catches for 17 yards. Greg Spiller, 2 catches, 25 yards and a touchdown. Earl Arnold, 1 catch for 5 yards. He dropped one. And Luke Brown, 1 catch for negative 2 yards. All right, Cameron. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. Hope you had fun. And have fun with your uncle's birthday. Appreciate you joining. The Blue Hens have tacos in the dressing room. That would make a lot of people happy. Taco Bell, let's look at the day he had. He started off the scoring with 2:51 to go in the first quarter, 41-yard field goal. It was 3-0 Delaware. Into the second quarter, Greg Spiller broke free for a 17-yard touchdown run with 3:53 left in the half. Taco Bell added a 46-yard field goal with 43 seconds left to go in the first half, and then Noah Perez, 55-yard field goal, got Air Force on the board. It was 13-3 Hens at the break. Taco Bell kicked a 36-yard field goal with 2:26 to go in the third quarter. And Greg Spiller caught a 15-yard touchdown pass from Braden Streeter with 27 seconds left in the third quarter. In the fourth quarter, it was the Taco Bell show. He hit from 39 and 38 before Roman Knox caught a 58-yard touchdown pass, thanks to me, as time ran out. Air Force falls to 3-3 on the season. The Falcons are 1-2 in the Mountain West. Delaware improves to 6-1 on the year. A perfect 4-0 in Mountain West action. Yeah, I should be happy there's tacos in the dressing room. Oh, that annoys me to no end. Because it should never happen. I'm switching guys in the backfield to get closer to the quarterback, and I end up switching guys 50 fucking yards down the field to the cornerback. That is extremely annoying, and it should never, ever happen. And they have some assist thing in this year's game that's supposed to stop that from happening, yet it still happens every fucking day. You like that, Cameron? All right, 28-10, Delaware earns a mid-season conference victory over Air Force in Colorado Springs. Not a lot of offense. 186 to 175 passing, rushing 95 to negative 21. There's your up-to-the-minute Mountain West standings. Delaware's 4-0. Boise State 3-0. Nevada 2-0. Let's see who we're going to play tomorrow. There's our lone guy on our recruiting board. I didn't get to see. Delaware moves up one spot in the polls to number 22. All right, look at this. We're going on the road to 0-6 Colorado State tomorrow. So we're staying in the state of Colorado. We're not even going to go home. We're just going to get a hotel room for the week and stay in Colorado. Get used to the weather a little bit more. The Rams are 0-6 and 0-2 in the Mountain West. Wow. Delaware 6-1. So yeah, we're going to stay in Colorado for the week. Get used to the weather a little bit more and prepare for the game. Tomorrow night's live stream will be at 5 o'clock, and that is the game that will be played. Heisman hopefuls, none are us. Let's take a look at our recruiting. Byron McNitt still has us listed as first, but he has not committed yet. We're close. We're close to getting to the end of that line. He's down to his final 3 schools. We're very close. But I have a feeling if he takes that visit to West Virginia, we're going to lose him. Yeah, no kidding, Earl. Hopefully. Yeah, if he takes that visit, we may lose him. And he's our only recruit for the season. Iowa State beat Texas Tech in overtime, 33-27. Tomorrow night's big games, LSU at Auburn, number 1 at number 2. Florida State at SMU, Pittsburgh at Clemson. Wisconsin visits number 3, Ohio State. Top 25, there are your Delaware Blue Hens at number 22. 6-1. With a big win over Penn State, the Nittany Lions are number 7 at 6-1. Mountain West standings, Delaware 6-1, 4-0. Boise State 6-1, 3-0. We're got a matchup with them coming up. And that's it. The only undefeated teams left in the Mountain West. Nevada's 3-3, 2-1. Yeah, you look down the bottom there, you see Wyoming. They finally won a game. They're 1-6 now. 1-3. Colorado 0-6, 0-2. The Rams not having a good year at all. Player of the week is not ours. We don't have any Heisman hopefuls. No updates for my coach. Get to the rosters. Yeah, let's look at the speed. E.J. Arnold, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Earl Arnold was the fastest guy in the team. Now he's tied for second. Kingsley Royal, his speed went up to a 91. Sean Wilson and E.J. Arnold, each a 90 speed. Both wide receivers, so that's a good trait to have. We don't play a lot of 5 wide out offense here in Delaware, where Arnold would get more playing time as he is the number 5 receiver. Spiller and Claiborne battling for that top spot at the running back position. McConomy didn't even get into the game. He's a 76. Oliver Red did. I saw him. And there's your wide receivers. Wilson's an 80. McKinley 76. Luke Brown 74. Calvin Thomas 72. EJ. I keep saying EJ. Earl Arnold is a 67. He is the number 5 wide receiver. We only have 5 wide receivers on the squad. So if we played 5 wideouts, he'd be getting more action. But if you see 2 seniors, so next season he'll be getting plenty of action. Let's just hope he develops well in the off season. All right, that's going to do it for me for tonight. So Delaware with a sluggish victory, but a victory nonetheless at Air Force. So the Blue Hens are 6-1, 4-0 in the Mountain West, and ranked number 22 this week in the polls. Tomorrow night's live stream is at 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock kickoff as we stay in Colorado and will battle the 0-6 Colorado State Rams. I don't think I've ever played Colorado State on college football, so that'll be cool. That'll be good to see their stadium and their team, so that'll be cool. All right, if you had any fun tonight, if you were entertained in any way, make sure you hit that thumbs up button down below. Smash that like button. And if you have not subscribed to the channel yet, now's a good time to take care of that. Spike that subscribe button, and then hit the bell icon next to it to turn on all of your notifications so you don't miss out on anything. Lots of cool stuff coming up here on Hot Mike Sports, and we're talking about everything. Sports, food, restaurants, GTA 6. We talk about it all here, so make sure that you turn on all those notifications so you don't miss out on anything. Thank you for joining Earl. Thank you for joining Godspeed. Thank you, Ken, for joining. Thank you, Cameron, for joining. Bonnie stopped in. Thank you, Bonnie. And there was someone else. Matthew. Thank you, Matthew, for stopping in. And thank you, everyone else who stopped in along the way. I hope you had fun. I'll see you tomorrow night at 5 o'clock. Delaware continues the road trip at Colorado State. So I hope you had fun. Thank you all for joining. I'll see you at 5 o'clock tomorrow. Have a great day at work tomorrow. Go Blue Hens!